When you walk around the streets of New York City today, you will notice that a lot of people have ashes on their foreheads, one after another. Ash Wednesday is a very popular feast in Christianity, particularly in Catholicism. And some people say that that is because ashes are one of the few things that you get in church that are free. But that is not true, because the ashes are not free. And I'm here to tell you about the cost, what the cost of the ashes is. When these ashes are put on our foreheads, yours and mine, we are going to be asked to do two things, and that's the cost. And the two things that we are going to be asked to do is to turn away from sin and to be faithful to the gospel. Now, when we say turn away from sin, we don't expect each other to be sinless, because that is not going to happen. But what we expect of each other is, what we ask of each other is, that we put sin behind us. The sins of the past, the sins that are in our minds somehow now, we put them behind us. And then we walk into the gospel. We go straight ahead, right into the gospel, putting sin behind us. What could that possibly mean, to walk into the gospel? In the gospel, Jesus stresses four things mostly, and these are the four. Forgiving one another. He teaches it, he did it. Trusting God, trusting God's plan for us. He taught it, he did it. Caring for the poor and the marginalized, all those lepers and prostitutes, caring for the outcasts. He talked about it, he did it. And the fourth is praying. He talked about it, and he did it. And his praying really wasn't so much asking as much as it was thanking God for being God. That's the way to enter into the gospel. Forgiving one another, sometimes that's very difficult. Trusting God's plan, that can be hard too, because frankly we like our plans. Caring for the marginalized and the poor means giving people our time and our talents, and praying, thanking God for being God, thanking God for being good. Those are the ways to enter into the gospel. If you're going to try to remember them, just think of the letters F, T, C, P. Forgiving, trusting, caring, praying. These bring us right into the gospel. They make us gospel people. You may decide that 4 is too many. Pick one, maybe 2, and with them enter into the gospel. Have a good Lent and be faithful to the gospel. We're going to bless the ashes and then have the ashes put